Hi, welcome to Mondays with Marcia. I'm Representative Marcia Judkins from Utah House District 61, and today I'm going to talk to you about one of my bills that I'm actually going to be presenting to a committee tomorrow. This week we have our interim committees. Tomorrow, on Tuesday, we have our appropriations committees up at the Capitol, and then the next day, on Wednesday, we have our interim committees. I'm on Health and Human Services, and I'm also on Revenue and Taxation, and the bill that I'm going to present is one for revenue and taxation. If you want to have any public comment, look at the agendas, or follow along at the meeting, or even look at them later, and there's links and everything in here, you can go to le.utah.gov and click on committees, find the committee that you want to follow, and go from there. So the bill that I'm going to present actually expands something that we did last year. Actually, it was couple of years ago. It was the earned income tax credit. The federal government already gives a refundable earned income tax credit, and Utah, we give a non-refundable earned income tax credit that's 20% of what the federal government does. So what my bill would do would be that it would become also refundable in Utah. So we've been doing a lot of tax cuts, and we've touted how we've helped so many families in Utah with these income tax cuts. And the group that has not been helped by these cuts are working poor, and they don't pay into the tax system. They do, but then they get it back in a return. But so it's not really helping them, and they actually pay a higher percentage in overall taxes in the state of Utah than do people on the higher end of the income, because they're paying also sales tax and property tax, and that is a higher percentage. As I mentioned before, the federal government gives a refundable EITC, whereas Utah's is non-refundable. So what Utah's does is it covers any tax bill that you have. So say you owe $500 in taxes to Utah in income taxes, and you could get, I don't know, $2,000 back in the EITC. What Utah does now is it will cover that $500, but then you don't get any of the rest of the EITC, right? Because it's non-refundable. Whereas the federal government, the way that it works is it will cover your tax bill, any tax bill that you have, plus you get that extra back to get a car repair, or to pay tuition, or to make a rental payment, or things like that, that right now our working poor are really struggling to keep up. It's really difficult, as you know. So my bill would make it so that Utah's EITC was also refundable. And it's really interesting, studies are showing that those families that get a refundable EITC, that it has long-term benefits. Those families are less likely in the future to have to access other government resources such as WIC or Medicaid or rental assistance and things like that, because that little infusion of money at the right time can really make a difference even over generations. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next Monday.